All right, TakeFive supports Nate and Jake. They fought this Saturday, and Jake came out with the dub. Unanimous decision.
Jake might be the Muhammad Ali of our generation.
Everyone had Tyson. They had Muhammad. I got Jake Paul.
We got Jake Paul, baby, taking out all the MMA, all the UFC roster.
What do you think? What were your thoughts on that fight?
Oh man. First and foremost, Nate Diaz, thank you for at least going the distance.
Yeah, not getting cooked.
That first round had me stressing, brother. Like, I know Nate has the cardio. I knew Nate had the chin, but my God, I was praying he started using his hands. Because, bro, that first round, I was like, no, man, not another Ben Askren situation. I had flashbacks, bro.
Yo,
I had flashbacks to Ben Askren.
Came out slow, like he was not trying to fight, bro.
It looked like at first, I'm not even gonna lie, I thought he like bun the spliff backstage and came out. I was like, please, not like this.
Yo, like, I like the fight. I like Nate put up a nice fight, you know, even though he did get knocked down. He still went all the way to the end. You saw Jake getting a little bit gassed there at the rounds. He was clinching a lot. And you know, it was a good showing for both, but I don't know like what this says about. I think it says more about Jake not being able to finish him than Nate not being able to beat Jake, because like you kind of expected it, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Well, okay. So to recap the fight, I guess a bit more in depth. Basically, the fight started off round one. Jake came out swinging. Nate really didn't do much. Yeah, he hit Nate a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. Obviously, Nate, if you like seen him in UFC as well, he's like a volume guy. Like he goes the distance. He fights in those later rounds. That's when he really starts to turn up. And I think that's what we saw.
Yeah.
Where in the first couple rounds, Nate came out a little bit slower, not as reactive. Then as we got in the later rounds, he actually had Jake fighting off the back foot for majority of like those later rounds. I think after, you can probably say after like the 6th or 7th round, especially, you can really see Jake like mostly on the back foot, and like Nate's putting on that pressure on him. I think the big thing we saw on Nate's side is he was much better than Jake in the clinch. And I think that's something you kind of expected with that coming from MMA. His clinch game was way above Jake's. Because every time they're in the clinch, if you watch it, Nate's outlanding him like double the shots. He's hitting him everywhere he wants. I think the problem is just Nate's not known for having like that knockout power. And I think that really came through because he's landing a lot of shots.
Especially with the boxing gloves too. It's like harder to knock them out.
And he did stun Jake in one of the rounds. Like he had Jake like going against ropes, but again, he just didn't really follow up on it. But you know, he was in the clinch, especially. You saw like Jake get exposed a lot. He was landing pretty much every shot he wanted to.
His
he was hitting him with
lacking,
those uppercuts,
bro. Like,
everything. Yeah.
No, like I think like if Jake versus, I don't know if he's probably not versing KSI right after this, but depending if he versus a boxer, they can easily pick him apart. You know,
yeah, the defense
they
was
will
the
easily kill this guy. But I think he's going straight into MMA, running it back with.
Oh, he's
Nate.
getting smoked with MMA by Jake.
Bro,
sorry, by Nate. By Nate.
You know what? Like, you know this guy said on Twitter, he's like, because Nate was playing around with him at the end, put him in a little guillotine, and he's like, yeah, if that was MMA, I would have just went for a double leg takedown. Bro, if you do that while in a guillotine, that's the IQ right there. If you do that, you're dying. You make it 10 times worse on yourself. It's like shaking in quicksand, bro.
You're literally just taking away your only defense.
It's like that. Yeah, no.
Like, thank you, man. Just help me get.
As soon as he said that, people were replying like, "Yeah, don't do MMA, bro. Stick to boxing."
I think it was just clear that if they went in MMA, Nate would smoke.
Nate would kill him.
Smoke
immediately kill him. Clinch him because he can't clinch. He can't clinch. He's gonna get
and
grappled immediately.
He's gonna get choked out in like half. You saw it. He got in the guillotine so easily.
How easy he went in there,
and
bro.
Mr. Double Leg takedown.
And this guy said, "Yo, if I need to break that, I'm gonna take him at a double leg."
I'm not doing anything.
Okay.
Like, he's taking it. But, you know, we gotta talk about Jake's boxing. At the end of the day, he did win. Yeah. He did get a knockdown on Nate. It was a pretty clean knockdown. Yeah. Not gonna lie, low stress. I thought Nate flew out the ring. But thank God he stopped himself.
Is this enough of an improvement to beat someone like Tommy Fury?
No. But the thing is, offensively, I think Jake got a lot better. I don't know who his new team is specifically, but he's got a lot sharper in his technique. Before, you had that problem, you know, like he was telegraphing a lot with those overhands, like that overhand right that you always rely on. If you looked at in this fight, his hooks, everything is tight. Yeah. Like he's throwing the hooks like with purpose. Yeah. He's picking his shot selection a lot better now. He was going to the body, he was going up top, he was setting up his shots. Technique wise, looked a lot better. Yeah. Footwork wise too, I think he improved. But the biggest tell is I think the defense got a lot worse. Yeah. A lot worse. There was no head movement. Nate landed a lot. In the clinch, he didn't have much defense. He's getting hit with uppercuts.
No, as soon as he went in the clinch, he was getting destroyed. Because that's Nate's like bread and butter. You know, he's so used to that.
But it's like you're not defending it. And I think he was trying to go for like this Philly shell
this
situation.
Weird ghetto Philly shell.
But the problem is like with the Philly shell, you gotta move. You gotta move. You gotta use that shoulder to like deflect shots. You don't just stand there. And then,
this guy's like blocking, but the punches are hitting him.
He's just hitting him in the open
like,
shot. He's just eating like 5-6 shots. He's not moving his head. He got uppercutted, hooked to the face. I'm like, you realize the purpose of this is you use the one hand to block the shots. If that was any other boxer
or anything, they would have knocked him out. They would have slapped him immediately. That's a nice left hand. He would have been cooked. This guy wants to fight Canelo, bro.
No,
Canelo.
He's not getting out the first 30 seconds, let alone the fight.
Canelo would have pieced him up a little.
Offensively, but offensively, I think he got a lot sharper. But defensively,
I'm telling you, it has to be the change of camp. It has to be that camp change because he got worse defensively. Maybe they're like, okay, we'll sacrifice some of your defense for your offense.
No, you can't do that, especially when like you're still learning. And granted, he is like right now. I still think he's the best one in like this scene, like where you can call it like the influencer sub. I don't know, crossover boxing.
Slim is the best one, bro.
Stop this. But, in terms of that, like offensively better, defensively, it's not gonna look good.
No, yeah, definitely. Like I don't know what his next fights are looking like. I want to say KSI, but again, KSI is fighting in October, so that's gonna push their fight even forward if KSI wants to fight him after. So, like, I don't know who he would even fight. I don't know who he's looking at. Maybe not even Tommy, because like Tommy would want time to recover as well. So I don't know who if he goes into MMA. Like, I guess Nate for the rematch, but he didn't really list any next opponents. So I wouldn't even know who he has on his mind for the next few opponents. Like, yeah, I couldn't think of anyone.
Thoughts on the gas tank though? Like, he did go. This was the first time we've seen him go that many rounds.
He did get gassed out at the end though. He was really clinching Nate. I think that's gonna be a problem going forward though. Like, if you want to run real fights with real fighters, and especially like if you want to run it back with Tommy, you increase the rounds too. Like, Tommy's gonna cook you, bro. Tommy's gonna cook you, and then I think that's like a plus. Like, not saying KSI will win, but that's a plus to KSI because KSI's cardio has always been there. People are saying, like, I think I was watching Sensei and Wade again. They're saying it's not that KSI has crazy cardio. He kind of just fights through it, like fight like the tiredness. Like, he's still tired, and other guys you'll notice that their technique gets worse, but he has a really good like poker face. Yeah. Like, so you cannot see if he's tired.
You can tell like the gas tank was not there for him. Yeah. Because in those later rounds, like, it was basically Nate working on him. Yeah. And he's just trying to engage that clinch as best he can, so that like he can waste time off the clock.
You know why? I think he thought he would have slept Nate. He thought he would slept Nate way easier. I think he didn't talk about it, but definitely, like, we know Jake. He's cocky. He's so cocky. So he probably thought he was gonna sleep him maybe like before the fourth, get out of there. Yep. But nah, he went. Nate's known for taking punishment, bro.
He doesn't get knocked out.
He's known for taking punishment. So I don't know why he would assume that, but I'm telling you, he's be like, yeah, my cardio is nice. No, bro. Like, you were clinching this man. You're grabbing onto him for dear life, and then.
Yeah. But respect where it's due, man. He did win. Again, you know, you're going to have people saying you versed a retired Nate who didn't take
Nate's 37. He's 37,
38, I think.
Yeah.
But, listen, if we're going to... You got to pick one. You either want to compare him to legitimate boxers, or you want to compare him as an influencer.
Yeah.
As an influencer, bro, he's now knocked down, like, Tyron Woodley, knocked down Nate Diaz, knocked down Anderson Silva, knocked down on Tommy Fury. Like, dude, this guy's doing like numbers in the like influencer crossover scene. So respect where it's due. Like, he is winning these fights. He's not a great boxer. He's not gonna become a pro boxer.
He says he wants to be a world champion by 2026.
Yeah, but like, I think that's just to help push the narrative. But like, respect where it's due. Whatever fight he's been in right now, he is winning. You can say, yeah, his opponents haven't been the best, blah blah blah. But dude, like, what do we?
But KSI just beat a world champion boxer.
And no, he didn't. He'd not be a world champion boxer.
You saying Joe Fournier was not a world champion?
It's funny because like KSI was saying on Ariel Helwani's podcast, he's saying that after he beats Tommy, there's 80% chance he's done.
Yo, okay, now I'm gonna list a message right here to KSI. I swear to God, KSI, I'm talking only to you, bro. I do not care if you were to knock out Tommy in the first 2 seconds. The only reason we are all watching influencer boxing is to see you fight Jake. Yes, if you beat Tommy, you could say you are better than Jake. I don't care. I
No one
don't care, bro. I want to see you guys throw hands. That is the whole point of that mega fight. You could retire or whatever, but you still didn't fight him. You guys need to find a way to make that work. I don't care if you're going over to the States or he has to come over to Manchester, wherever you guys want to do it. You need to make it happen, because I don't care if you were to sleep Tommy in the first 2 seconds or you were to lose to Tommy. That fight is just good on its own, but I want to see you fight Jake. I don't know how you feel.
Oh, dude, here's what I always said. I don't care who the better boxer is. I don't care if you beat Tommy Fury. I don't care if you outbox Tommy Fury. I don't care. At this point, I don't even care if he outboxes Floyd Mayweather. I said it before. I just want to see them scrap. It's not about who the better boxer is. None of them are going to be great boxers. None of them are going to go on to win a WBC, WBO title, whatever.
Yeah.
Literally just scrap. At this point, it could be on the street like Bradley Martin always wanted, bro. Just get out there and throw the hands, and just someone between you and Jake, someone has to win.
Yeah.
I don't care if you win and you think you're a better boxer. I don't care if you have the sloppiest technique in the world and windmill punch him across the head.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know.
Just the fight has to happen. That's
know.
the fight. No one cares if you're a better boxer. No one's gonna debate this. It's not no LeBron Jordan who's the better boxer, who's the better NBA player. No one cares, bro.
I don't know what he's telling Ariel Helwani that he's gonna retire. Like, no, bro.
Like,
no one
cares
like,
if you prove you're a better boxer.
Like,
we want to see you fight. It's
people
not a debate.
Are only excited for this Tommy fight because they're saying if you beat him, then that gives you more leverage going into the Jake fight.
Because the point is always just like Jake's opponents, again, bar none, been way better than KSI.
Yeah.
Because Jake's actually been versing people that have experience.
Yeah.
Yes, you can say they're older, blah blah. What and a
but
40 bro. How old is Anderson Silva? Like late 40s, early 50s, whatever. He will still. He is a way better striker and boxer because he was still winning fights.
Yeah.
Okay. In boxing,
we don't know about
he was
Joe
a
Fournier.
way better boxer.
Swarms not good.
Any of those
Pineda
people.
Swarms not good.
Stop this,
Temper,
man.
everyone just took turns on Temper.
That's the thing.
Like,
but look at the difference. You're versing people experience versus people who picked up boxing like a year ago.
And like Pineda, you can say is the only one that did boxing, but again, KSI smoked
what
him.
happened.
KSI smoked him.
What happened? Joe Fournier was your first.
And it's like,
boxer.
yes, KSI, that makes KSI a good fighter, but those were against like other influencers, you know.
Yeah.
Now Jake is going against Anderson Silva, Tommy Fury, Nate Diaz, you know, whoever, Tyron Woodley. These are all like actual fighters, you know, fighters.
Yeah.
So I guess that's what KSI is trying to do with Tommy. You know, it is a big. He might have bit off more than he can chew.
But at
like,
least we finally get to see it. At least we finally get a comparison of like.
What if he just sleeps in the first 2 seconds?
Like, yes, to a certain extent, we may find out who the better boxer is, because we'll get to see them go up against the same person.
Yeah.
And we can, you know, see like, does he make it out? Does he land the bigger shots? Like how his defense looks against someone that's throwing back. So this is probably the first true test where we can actually legitimately compare. Because so far it's been a little bit difficult to compare. Because KSI right now, he can come out with these like, you know, like you were saying, the karate stances.
The MVP, Michael Venom Page.
He's not, you know.
I think he has to get rid of that stance for Tommy Fury. Maybe he can pull it off against Jake. Maybe. No. Because Jake's defense is ass. So
it's
like,
bad, but the problem is like he got landed on too.
Yeah,
that stance,
I don't think he can. You can't do that against Tommy, especially Tommy's reach.
That are gonna land.
Tommy's reach is insane.
And if you're not gonna adjust and actually start like putting up your defense stuff, it's going.
But does Tommy have knockout power though? I don't think Tommy has knockout power. I think he just has like technical prowess.
Yeah,
like,
but you land the right shot in the right spot, and the volume that I'm assuming Tommy's gonna land a lot more than any of KSI's other opponents. Like shots add up, man. At the end of the day, shots do add up, and like if you land the right one, who knows? You can get dropped. You can get like it just takes one, right?
Yeah, that is true.
Which goes vice versa. Yes, like KSI, I think so far, unless like you see that big like technique change, it's gonna come down to just if he lands that one overhand right and he knocks out Tommy. Again, even if you knock out Tommy, sure you can say yes, you're better than like Jake right now. But again, it's not. We're not trying to debate this on paper. We want to see it settled in the ring, right? So it does not matter if on paper you're the better boxer, have the better resume. Same with Jake. Right now, yes, he has the better resume. You can consider him the better boxer. Until they verse and fight each other, and whoever wins, whether it's the most technical thing I've ever seen or the sloppiest backyard street fight I've ever seen, whoever wins that fight, that's like the end of the story.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's like everything we really need to say about that fight. Like, went how we expected. Maybe I said Jake was gonna wash him. Nate did put up a better fight than I did expect.
He
put up an amazing
especially
fight.
in the later rounds. Like, thank you, Nate, for not going out
for
there
not going down.
Smoked,
If they run it back in MMA, Nate's winning. This is a wash. This is a wash. This is Jake's first time being ever in an MMA fight. Anything really goes.
Do you think Nate trained for this boxing fight? Or do you
No,
think he just came in there? And
I think he
whatever?
kind of trained, but I think he was just like, "Yo, it is what it is."
Because he was joking around in the ring too, like he
Yeah.
was faking the shot. Like he wasn't being serious. I was like, man, just go in there and finish.
I think if he goes to MMA, he's getting cooked, bro.
Oh,
This guy,
100%. That's gonna be like baby food. For
Jake could try anything he wanted to. You are getting cooked, bro. So, is what it is. That's what we got for you guys today.
Yeah.
If you want to know like what our thoughts on anything else, influencer boxing scene wise, leave the comments down below, and we'll see you guys on the next video.